Mushrooming in autumn is not a wild hunt as in earlier phase in the season, but more likely peaceful searching. Red lingonberries are shining brightly in the woodland and tempt me to pick them. Forest is calm, preparing on winter rest. Birds are only occasionally singing.
Lingonberries are very easy for picking because on the tip of the twig there is a bunch of them which can be taken with just one pulling, and also their consistency is quite firm, so they don't break in hand as sometimes blueberries do. I was asking my husband before I went to the forest if there is a danger that I can meet a bear, because here we are quite far away from Helsinki, and he said yes, to some extent you can meet bear in all forests in Finland, which I must say it didn't really comfort me.
But even if there are bears, they very effectively avoid us.
So hopefully I'll be safe. I got some comments to my recent mushrooming videos that mushrooms shouldn't be picked with a knife. I got interested and started searching for information. Is it just a conspiracy theory or is there something about it? Basically, there are two camps of mushroom pickers. One claims that pulling and twisting is violent towards the mycelium and causing damage to it. So the mushrooms should be picked with a knife closely to the surface. The other camp says that cutting with a knife is bad because the leftover stem rots and brings infection to the mycelium. I don't know how this is meant because eventually all the mushrooms which are not picked rot, they get worms, they are eaten by snails that interrupt their surface, but I guess that the idea is that the cutting place is sort of an entrance for the infection. I think that it's important to realize that the fungus is such a huge organism and that the fruiting bodies, the mushrooms which we are picking, are such a tiny thing. So firstly I was searching in the mushrooming books which we have at home, which harvesting method is recommended, and I couldn't find anything there. So I was searching for scientific studies and I found some articles which I will link below the video. They agree that it doesn't really matter whether if it's cutting or pulling. One study from Switzerland was even conducted over a 27-year period. The results showed that the mushroom picking doesn't affect the future production nor the species richness of the wild forest fungi, regardless of which technique is used, whether if it's pulling or cutting. So that's the current knowledge. It's up to us which method is more sympathetic to us. Now it's apparently the best time to pick lingonberries. I tried them 2 weeks ago and they seemed still a bit hard and more sour than they should be. And now they are very large and ripe. One would guess that in Finland the worst enemies would be mosquitoes, but for me those are moose flies. This is why I had to take a hat, because they are everywhere. It's their season now in autumn. I already now feel how they are everywhere they're walking, so I will then try to brush them off, which goes quite hard. We are searching for final chanterelles, for suppilo vahvero in Finnish, and they are very good autumn mushrooms. Now it's perfect time for their growing, and we need them because we need them for dinner. We don't have here with us so much food, so we for sure must find some. We already found some golden chanterelles, so we are safe, but it would be nice to have some of these autumn mushrooms also. I found here a bunch of these funnel chanterelles. They can be very easily recognized. The head is brown and in the central part is a tube, like some kind of small depression. The stem is yellow and the other side of the cap is light brown to grayish.
We're going to make a very simple Finnish recipe, which is tasty and it always succeeds. We didn't even have oil, so we just firstly put mushrooms on the pan, and when they released water, we added onion and fried everything together with a pinch of salt. Then we added cream and rye bread, which got a bit toasted, and soaked some cream. On the top of the bread, we put the mushroom mixture.
It's only 3 degrees and it's raining, but I still have one Lingonberry box left which I want to fill, so hopefully it will go fast. So now it seems that we have the picking done. I must admit that I cannot feel my fingers, they are totally frozen, but we successfully managed to pick to full the whole box. So now in total we have 4 boxes of lingonberries, and this one is the smallest one. The others are even larger, so I think very good preparation for winter. Here are last picking plants. I saw here by the lake yesterday many chanterelles when I went there to take a photo of the lake, because there was mist and it looked very mystical. So now we take basket and go to pick the chanterelles. It's still raining, we are frozen, but hopefully soon we will be back in car in warmth. This is very old Suomu oraka. It's eatable but not so good taste, maybe as a small, but these are too overgrown already. Yesterday when I didn't want to pick any mushrooms, I found so many chanterelles, and today when we came here for a sure thing, I can't see any, so I don't know. Aha, okay, now they appear. Someone had to pick them because we found only those 2, and now walking here and there and can't see anymore. But it also is challenging to detect them because the leaves are yellow, so the yellow cap of chanterelles can very well hide from our sight. So this is our final catch. We have there some funnel chanterelles and golden chanterelles. These are orange peel fungi and they look ornamental. And this is their typical habitat. They like disturbed areas, and this gravel road is typical for them. I'm going to do some baking, and because we are Czech-Finnish home, I will combine good things from both cultures and make Czech apple strudel, in which I will use also Finnish lingonberries. I put all the ingredients into the bowl, and now I must properly mix it. I will do it with hand because with spoon it wouldn't go well, and then I will leave it to rest for some time. I put the dough to rest into the fridge, and meanwhile I will prepare the filling, for which I will need apples and I will shred them. Now I will
will put to this apple mixture some lingonberries, and I will use vanilla sugar and also honey. Then I will use cinnamon and also gingerbread seasoning. And then I added 1 spoon of cornstarch because the apples and cranberries are juicy and we want to keep the juice inside of our strudel. I spread the dough with melted butter and sprinkled crushed biscuits on it. Then I spread the whole strudel with melted butter and put it in the oven.